Act 3, Scene 2 starts off with Hamlet actually giving a speech to the actors, telling them how to perform. What's kind of funny about this is it's probably very much inspired from how Shakespeare would have felt about how he wanted actors to perform his work. So, let's take a look at it. Speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you trippingly on the tongue. But if you mouth it, as many of your players do, I had as lief the town crier spoke my lines. Nor do not saw the air too much with your hand thus, but use all gently. For in the very torrent, tempest, and, as I may say, whirlwind of your passion, you must acquire and beget a temperance that may give it smoothness. Oh, it offends me to the soul to hear a robustious, periwig-pated fellow tear a passion to tatters, to very rags, to split the ears of the groundlings, who for the most part are capable of nothing but inexplicable dumb shows and noise. I would have such a feather whipped for overdoing it. I would have such a fellow whipped for overdoing termagant. It out Herod's Herod. Pray, you avoid it. Be not too tame neither, but let your own discretion be your tutor. Suit the action to the word to the action, with this special observance, that you o'erstep not the modesty of nature, for anything so o'erdone is from the purpose of playing, whose end, both at the first and now, was and is to hold as 'twere the mirror up to nature, to show virtue her feature, scorn her own image, and the very age and body of the time his form and pressure. Now this overdone, or come tardy off, though it makes the unskilful laugh, cannot but make the judicious grieve, the censure of which one must in your allowance o'er away the whole theatre of others. There be players that I have seen play and heard others praise, and that highly, not to speak it profanely, that neither having the action of Christians nor the gait of Christian, pagan nor man have so strutted and bellowed, that I have thought that some of nature's journeymen had made men, and not made them well. They imitated humanity so abominably. I'll reform it altogether, and let those that play their clowns speak no more than is set down for them. For there be of them that will sometimes laugh, to set on some quantity of barren spectators to laugh too, though in the meantime some necessary question of the play be then to be considered. That's villainous, and shows the most pitiful ambition in the fool that uses it. Then he tells him to go get ready to perform.
Speak smoothly and with fluency. Don't wave your hands around. Don't yell and shout to entertain silly people. Overacting is bad acting, don't do it. I will not hesitate to slap someone who overacts. Don't be too calm on stage either. That's just as bad. Suit the action to the words to the action. Recreate reality, except make it theater. Play to the most thoughtful members of your audience, not to the goofiest. Don't upstage pull focus. You are the only person who thinks it's funny. It isn't. Don't be that person. Not cool.
Wants them to speak the speech trippingly on the tongue. Make it sound natural. Don't flap your arms around like this, and actually say it smoothly as if it's real talking. That he doesn't want people to run around and yell and shout and try to entertain the groundlings, which would be the people that were standing in the bottom part of the theater, who would have been paying the least amount of money. Basically, that you can't just act for the guys that are standing in the front that are like, I like you're yelling, ooh. That you should actually try to be able to use more natural acting for all audience members. He also says that he wouldn't want someone to overdo a termagant. A termagant is a great old word meaning like a shrill or nasty, scolding woman. And out-Heroding Herod would be referring back to the miracle plays in which the character of Herod from the Old Testament in the miracle plays would basically rant and scream and yell, and so he's comparing, don't do that, this is real theater. One of the best points in this is actually Shakespeare has Hamlet say, kind of as him, saying that that the theater is supposed to be as toward the mirror up to nature. So performance should be as if you're putting a mirror to nature, and then it should be that kind of clarity and simplicity, and make it realistic, and to fit the action to the word and the word to the action. So even though this is kind of Hamlet, again, right in the middle of everything else that's going on, yelling a bit about how the actors should perform their play, you know, when he still hasn't murdered his, killed his uncle to avenge his father, Shakespeare actually has a great opportunity to throw in some, pretty solid acting advice. And it does kind of come in the middle of a place where you might not expect it.